And a jolly good morning to you from a beautiful, crisp autumn morning here in the fabulous city of Vilnius, Lithuania. And I should actually be in Riga now, but for reasons I won't delve into, I'm still here in Vilnius, which isn't a problem because it is a cracking city. Fantastic place, thoroughly enjoyed being here. Wasn't a tough decision to decide to stay here. However, I'm off today to Kaunas, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, which is a 1 hour, 15-20 minute train journey from here in Vilnius. So I'm just heading up to the central railway station now, going to grab the 0920, and that's what this video will be about. If there's anything of significance to do with the Lithuanian railways on the journey, then I'll pop them on there too. This is predominantly about my initial thoughts and experience of having just a bit of a random walk around Kaunas. I might even have a look on the internet to pick out one of the self-walking routes that you can do and follow that round. So it's gonna be no homework done really, just be my thoughts as usual, talking nonsense. So let's go. Station's about another 10 minutes away. I've got 20 minutes for the train, so time to grab a coffee once I get there. And here's the main railway station. Very splendid looking, typical of the railway stations in this part of the world that stem back to the Soviet era, and they always impress me. And they usually have got that really oldie world feel about them. Even the ones that have been knocked down and rebuilt, they seem to still put them back in that same way. I can already see there's an Icky Express there, which is there's a couple of different ones here, Rimi, Icky, one or two others. Usually pick up some fairly decent stuff at not too bad prices, on the go snacks and all that sort of stuff. This is not going to be a train review. I'm not going to be going in toilets because I'll be the one that gets the massive skid mark, whereas these guys that do the train reviews always seem to have pristine toilets that they look in. I don't know how they do it unless they clean them themselves. Oh my word, I hope that's not the case. Nice sign here saying no cameras. Right, not too sure how serious they are about no cameras, so I thought I'd better not bother about it inside the booking hall there. As nice as it is, just got all the usual stuff, ticket offices that are open with people that you can talk to, and a series of cafes and so on and so forth. Toilets as well. Probably have to pay for the toilets, usual story here, but there you go. Was actually going to take the train to Riga, a newly or relatively newly established service that operates once a day in each direction. And anyway, as I say, I won't go into the details of why I wasn't on it, but I wasn't on it. This is the train, as you can see, it's a double-decker service, EMU. No toilets are going to be displayed, and I'm going to go and sit in one of those middle carriages upstairs. That sounds like a good place. Let's go. Kaunas, here we come. Everything you need on here. No need to babble on about it for hours. Hoping after some view out of these upper deck windows.
You better be careful, I got an angel and devil. He stabs me straight in the temple. I'm ready to be a rebel. I've got a lot of potential hidden inside of this vessel. That shit is so exponential. I need a first class ticket to the top, no limit. I don't play no gimmicks. I'ma take you to the clinic. If you want a taste, come at me and you will be replaced. They won't find a trace of you.
And welcome to Kaunas. That was a very enjoyable little ride for an hour and a quarter through some quite lovely autumnal countryside here in Lithuania. And yeah, so I'm going to spend 5 or 6 hours here having a good look around. Main station appears to be down there somewhere, the way out. Everyone seems to have gone that way for whatever reason, but it looks like you can go out this way anyway, which is what I'm going to do. So I couldn't find any particularly good written walking tours around the city, only the kind of GPS type ones that you use with your phone, which is a bit tricky because I'm using my phone to film. So yeah, I'm just going to find random spots on Google Maps and let's go and have a look. I'm sure I'll miss out most of the interesting stuff as per usual, but I hear Kaunas is a very nice city, and certainly first impressions here when you walk out the station, I can't see any litter, I can't see any beggars, I can't see any other people up to nefarious activities that you seem to find at many railway stations just about everywhere really. They do seem to attract those with a let's just say less than ideal purposes. So yeah, I'm going to head off now and see what this city has to offer. I'm pretty sure this is just an underpass and a route to the bus station. So there's the station, fairly typical, as is Vilnius, or Vilnius as they seem to say. Right, off we go. Oh, there's a handy little map. There we go. You are here. So, right. That's the route. Off we go. Now, I could just imagine an underpass like this next to a railway station in Europe, in other parts of Europe, Germany, the UK. There'll be all sorts going on down here, and yeah, that's one thing I have noticed about Lithuania. It's absolutely clean as a whistle, very little litter. Most of the litter that you do see and find is probably in this case genuinely just accidental stuff that's blown out or fallen out of bins. Whereas in the UK it's just an open trash can, isn't it? Chuck it wherever you like, which somewhat depresses me, as you'll probably have gathered from previous vlogs. There is an airport here at Kaunas as well. If I'd known what was going to happen with my trip to Latvia, I would have possibly arranged for a return flight from here rather than Vilnius and finished up here, but that's all with hindsight, of course. And yeah, not a single unpleasant smell down there either, you know what I mean, the sort of stuff that goes on in underpasses that leaves a bit of a ripe smell. Okay. Well, straight outside I've just found the central market or town market, Miesto Turgus. I think that means town or city market. Let's have a little look around, see what there is. There's a couple of small personal items I need to grab, so this might be just the place for that. And I'm a bit peckish, so if there's any of those nice little foodie stalls like there are in Vilnius, then crack on, let's go, let's have a look. Not quite as good as the one in Vilnius, but handy little place to grab a few things if you need to. Probably won't bother with public transport today unless I end up a substantial distance away from the station and need to get back there fairly quick. Trains between the two biggest cities here, they're not that frequent really, kind of vary from once an hour to once just less than an hour, 45 minutes, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's not massively frequent. However, just been on that particular train there, it was half full maybe, an off-peak service, very comfortable, great when you're upstairs, you get a much better view of what's going by, and yeah, great journey. Let's just head towards the old town area now, and that area by the river, I can't remember the name of it now, I just looked at it on the map but I've forgotten it already. That's where I'm headed anyway. Beautiful day. It's about 4 Celsius. Everyone's wrapped up nice and warm. just about feel a bit of warmth from the sun now as it gets well, it's about 11:15 in the morning now. Right, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon you really start to notice that cool air. Right, so I'm going to head to the Kaunas Town Hall, which appears to be not in the centre. It seems to be surrounded by like a little peninsula. Now there's two rivers converge, is that the word for it, here, onto each other, and it's sort of like the peninsula there, it looks like it's built. So presumably some sort of strategic fortress or whatever at one point. So I'm going to take a little look for that, and then just wind my way back in the general direction of the station through the old town. So this first bit's probably going to be down residential side streets and so on until I get on the bit by the river. Seems to be the confluence, that's the word, of the Nemunas and Neris rivers. Hopefully I got that right. But confluence is the word, isn't it? I don't know what this building used to be up front. It was some sort of factory, but it's Katedromas, as it's in Lithuanian, which a go-kart track I would translate that as. Hazard a guess, just looking at the clues in the photograph and the checkered flag on the wall here, I guess. Presumably a long gone factory. It's sad, isn't it, when these things have to well, it's good that they get reimagined, or whatever the silly term is, but sad that the businesses go in the first place. As is almost guaranteed on one of my walks, I get sent via a motorway. This apparently is a footpath, according to Google Maps, so I suspect this inside the car park area will be better. Just popped into, there's a nice shopping mall there actually, if you like that sort of thing. Just to grab a few supplies. Hopefully I can get out the other side of this car park and down to where I'm supposed to be. I'm not sure if Google Maps is having a bit of a laugh with me, but anyway, we'll give it a try. Always wondered, there's an office there, Nord Security, and just checked, yes it is the same Nord Security that supplies NordVPN that you hear a lot about on YouTube. Apparently they come under the jurisdiction of Panama, so I don't know if there's something slightly iffy, and they've got based here in Lithuania and the Netherlands. There you go, NordVPN, but under the Panamanian laws for some reason. Dread to think why. So some YouTubers compare prices in duty-free shops using a standard whiskey that you will get in virtually anywhere in the world. I prefer to look at fuel prices actually. And here it's compared to the UK at least fairly low. Diesel €1.45, so that'd be about £1.30. Yeah, no, it's not much different. Like my last fill up was £1.36 with diesel, and unleaded £1.47, which I suppose is about £1.35 in pounds approximately. So yeah, it's a little bit less than the UK, but not much. So off that busy main road now, just been directed up a couple of side streets, kind of half residential, half commercial. Quite quiet, quite pleasant to walk along, much better than those motorways. You know how much I like walking along dual carriageways. Right, just got to get across this one now and then back up straight ahead. Not far now from the proper start of this walk. Wherever you go in the world, you always see a auto service type place, car repair service workshop and so on. I wonder if all guys that work in that industry fixing cars do that same inward sucky thing that they do. Ooh, it's going to cost you. I wonder. Or is that just a British thing? It can't be just a British thing. I probably stole it from somebody else. Tell you what, there's something that smells really good round here, cooking away. Possibly from this restaurant or cafe just there. But yeah, I do like these random spots on a map type walks. I know roughly where I want to go and what I want to see. And Google sent me up this way. There's a closed gate there. I'm not sure if we'll be able to go through it. But you do get to see some interesting places, let's say. It's okay. It was just a gate for cars, to stop cars. A little gate for humans is open. Doesn't Kaunas Castle look absolutely splendid on this crisp, cool day with clear blue skies? I'm going to take a walk up there to the confluence of the two rivers and walk back down that way, I think, and then back through the old town. What a lovely city. Not seen anything unpleasant yet. Sure, if I looked hard enough I'll be able to find something, but not where I've been today. It's a lovely park on this kind of peninsula, for want of a better term. Very quiet. A few grandparents out with their grandchildren, the little ones that don't go to school yet. That's my job when I don't do this. Couldn't have picked a nicer day. It was actually quite miserable in Vilnius 2 days ago with rain and what have you. So I'm glad I managed to pick a better day coming here, because this is glorious, absolutely glorious. So we're coming towards the confluence. I see a lot of people make the effort to walk right the way to the very end there, which is precisely what I'm going to do. Usual array of stuff once you get to places like this. Rivers are arteries of trade and commerce, usually transportation and so on. So there is usually industries and what have you built up around that along the side. There's very high banks over on that side where the road is. There's a railway line there as well. Can't quite make it out actually at the moment, maybe not. I presume it's nothing to do with flooding, because over on this side there is, I suppose there is fairly high banks over there, but not quite so as you look further down. So here we are at the confluence of the Nemunas and Neris. Nemunas to the left, Neris to the right. Hopefully I've pronounced those correctly. And after this point it becomes the Nemunas. The Neris disappears, ends here. And this river carries on basically to the Baltic Sea, and actually forms part of the border between Lithuania and Russia, or to be more precise, the exclave of Kaliningrad, which is Russia, for quite some distance. and then spills out not too far away from Klaipeda. Not quite sure how you pronounce that beach resort out on the Baltic Sea. I was actually going to go there this week, but the trains aren't running due to some urgent repairs or something, so anyway, we'll come back, we'll do that another time. Right, so it's time to turn around, find one of those stones to sit on, have a little light snack and a drink, and then I'm going to head back through the city. Something really calming about walking by a river. And although there is a bit of traffic noise to be heard from that busy main road over there, it's pretty tranquil in here. Not too many people about either. Just a thoroughly nice place to spend a little while. No idea how busy this gets at the weekends or in the summer months, but on this glorious Wednesday morning, well, Wednesday afternoon now in fact, in the middle of October, it is beautifully quiet. What's that down there? Is that a automatic lawnmower or something? Let's have a look, beam in. That's a lot of grass for a little thing like that to cut. I think that's what it is. It's coming up this way. Can't see anyone operating it with a remote control. It must be just autonomous or doing it. Oh, there's a few of them actually. I can see another one there, over there. Where's it going to go? Stand still. Steady. Right, let's get a better angle. Is it cutting grass? Oh, crashed. Back he goes. Oh. Fabulous. Just in case you're not sure where we are. There is a museum here, which I don't really have time for, I don't think today. I never do I? Observation deck is up here, so let's go and observe. Right, so I'm going to just take a nice slow stroll back through the centre of Kaunas, see what I see along the way. I've got no particular plan. My only plan was to get to that confluence and walk back really, and that's exactly what I'm doing, in the general direction of the railway station. I'll get there when I get there, and I'll get on a train when one comes, so no big deal, no hurry as such. But I want to be back in Vilnius for tea time. Of course I do. And I might be staying here for a few days actually, but ho-hum, that can be another time. Macaroons seem to be very popular here in Lithuania, I've noticed. I've seen a few shops with these gigantic ones out on the outside, and assuming that's what they are, I presume they are. There's a whole shop decorated with them in the middle of Vilnius. It probably appears in my Vilnius video. I'm pretty sure I took a photo of it. And yeah, there seems to be about everywhere. Not my most favourite thing, but if you want a quick sugar hit, and you know that they're going to be fresh, then yeah, they're not too bad. But yeah, there's other sweet delights I'd prefer to those, I have to say. I don't know if these have been. I might be next to a school here or something, but and they put the clay models out to dry. But my favourite is the octopus. Look at that. Look at the eyes on it. Fantastic. Juicy set of what, I wonder? Some beautiful buildings here, and most of these on the side streets have got little entrances to courtyards that look great as well. I'm not going to go in any, obviously, because they're probably private, but this kind of thing, they look really nice when you get down there. This, I believe, is the main street, really, for tourists at least. Look how quiet it is. It's absolute bliss walking around this city. You know, you can go to so many cities, the real, you know, top ticket places around Europe or anywhere really. It's just absolutely rammed solid with tourist visitors. Now, of course, this isn't a port. One of the big issues with a lot of the port cities or places very close to ports are the massive influxes of cruise ships, and those cruise ships are so big these days that they can almost overwhelm the centre of a town. But here we're quite a long way away. I'm not saying you can't have a Baltic cruise mooring up somewhere on the coast and people heading on in here, but I'd imagine many probably wouldn't. But this is absolutely fabulous. Loads of restaurants, souvenir shops, cafes, etc, all along here. Of course, it might be a completely different story in the height of summer and at the weekend, and when all the Lithuanians are on holiday as well. But today, absolutely fabulous. And not a bit of dirt anywhere, or litter, or undesirables hanging about. Not entirely sure what this is, but the gates are open. There's nothing to say you can't go in. Oh, nice looking place. Some nice food smells wafting around as well. And a sign telling me I'm being watched on CCTV. It's a restaurant, a Rive restaurant, amongst other things maybe. Church of the Blessed Sacrament next door. Bit of scaffolding on it at the moment. Right, I'm going underground. I need to get over to the other side of the road there. Lithuania in the fall. Look at the colours. Mixed with a beautiful blue sky today. It's quite funny here actually, I've noticed that opening times and closing times signs are very often shown in Roman numerals. I don't really know why, but it's taken me a couple of occasions to sort of think to myself what days they're on about. Particularly when I was at the Central Market in Vilnius, there was a sign up. I was there on a Sunday, and I said to the guy, so you're closed tomorrow and Tuesday, which I'm presuming 1 and 2 would, in the Roman numerals, would be Monday and Tuesday. And he assured me it was open Tuesday, and it was open Tuesday. So the sign was either wrong, or their first day of the week is operated slightly differently here. I don't know. It was a little bit odd. But yeah, loads of pictures of historical pictures of things going on in Lithuania. Had some fantastic moustaches back in those days. And Kaunas Smetona. This is where he lived. See a lot of pumpkins lying about. These ones are painted black and gold, or sort of browny gold.
Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
Red Light Barbers. Interesting name for a barber's.
Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through.
All things had its tail yanked off. Probably people jumping on it. Poor old thing. Look at that. It's a nice statue there. I just can't get over how quiet Lithuania is in general, even Vilnius. I mean, you go to London and you can't move for people. It's like being on a pinball machine or trying to walk down the road. And go to Birmingham, second city, the UK's second city, Birmingham, or any of the other big cities, of which there are loads, of course. And they're heaving with people. Here, really laid back, really quiet. As I say, certain times of the year may be a bit busier, but I can't imagine it gets particularly crazy at any time of year, because it would have to be a big difference from now. Maybe there's 100% employment here, because I've seen nobody hanging about just wasting away. The only old people about, the only people about really, are people that look like they mean business and are on the way to something, or senior citizens with grandchildren with them, or just, as senior citizens do. Everyone seems to be busy doing something, which is good. Best Western Hotel there. Did look at that actually. I think that might be the one. It looks nice. Looks like it's in an old factory or something. As lovely as it is wandering around old towns of beautiful cities, something just caught my attention there on the tourist type street sign. What's it called again? Let's go back. Alexotas Observation Deck and Alexotas Funicular. Euro each way, or euro and walk down. Not sure which yet. Might not be a euro anymore. You never know with these reviews. But even so, it's not going to be too bad. That's going to form the last little bit of this particular video around Kaunas. And we're going to head there, have a look at that, and I'll probably call it a day actually, head back to Vilnius. City Museum, the folk music branch of the City Museum. And so nice to walk through an underpass that doesn't smell like a public toilet and have undesirables hanging about. Well, it's not very far up there. It looks like I just missed one, so I'm just going to go and have a look and see how long the wait is for the funicular, because you can't turn down the chance to ride on a funicular, even if it is just a short little ride. And you can walk back down again or walk up. I might find I'm walking up anyway in a moment. Anyway, let's see. Lunch break 12 till 13. Oh, we've gone past that. Oh, another one's coming down. Yeah, of course they balance each other out, don't they? Right, and it's an overhead powered funicular with no cogs. I'll keep the film rolling for a minute because this there's a timetable here. Well, I think I missed the 14:20, so I've probably got 8 minutes to wait now for this to go back in the other direction. But might as well do it. It's all good fun. Well, that takes about 3 minutes to get from top to bottom. It's got a conductor on board, I suppose you could say. She wouldn't win any charm awards, that's for sure. But interesting to see a pantograph on the top of sorts, and no cog in the track, you know, where it kind of drags it up that way. Actual wheels, although it is being balanced of course by its counterpart going in the opposite direction. Right, let's go to the viewing platform and wrap this one up. Then I'm going to walk down. Don't think I could take the excitement of another €1 trip. So let's have a look at Kaunas in all its glory. Probably just arrived at the right time here, as a coach party seems to have turned up. And see back down over in that direction towards the confluence where I was earlier on. And the railway station is way up over there somewhere. So what do I think of Kaunas? In fact, what do I think of Lithuania in general? Well, I love it here. I think it's great. It's a nice, clean, fairly quiet, laid back, relaxed kind of place. Not too many undesirables hanging about, making a mess. Littering, virtually non-existent. People are friendly enough, apart from the lady there in the funicular, who looked like she was absolutely bored out of her skull. But that aside, that's it. So I'm finishing this video here because I've done enough walking for one day. I'm going to come back to this city one day and dig a bit deeper under the surface and see what I find. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please click the like button, subscribe if you want to have a look at the channel. I've got a lot of other videos of wanders around places in Europe, here around the UK and further afield, and the yellow bell for notifications. Thanks again for watching. Do appreciate it, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Cheers for now. Bye bye.